And this whole stadium in a gold out tonight. Thunderstorms might have diminished the crowd a little bit here at kickoff, but they have filled in steadily for the last 20 minutes since things became a little more hopeful. Carolina will kick it off left to right. Liam Boyd will send it away. Two receivers back deep, both perfectly standing where no number is visible, Chad. It's perfect, unless you're doing this job. Mickey Brockington. We haven't talked about it, but Daniel Jackson, their leading receiver last year, he will play tonight. He was one of the guys that was questionable along with Darius Taylor, and Taylor ruled out, but Daniel Jackson, not to be left out of the equation, will play, and that'll be big for Max Brosmer. Liam Boyd backing up, set to put toe to leather to get this ACC Big Ten battle underway. The approach, and college football is underway on Compass Media Networks. The kick going to sail over the return's head and into the end zone as Quentin Redding can't make a play on it. And we'll see this Minnesota offense led by Max Brosmer. Marcus Major will be the main running back to start this game off. Daniel Jackson, the receiver, 59 catches last year, 8 touchdowns. He's the only one with any real experience. He's the only one with double-digit receptions last year, Chad. We'll see how this goes. Major in the backfield. As they'll start 1st and 10 at their own 25, moving right to left. Brosmer going to go out of the shotgun. Tight end Jamison Gears off the right side. 2 receivers tight to the formation on the right hash. Ball spotted just inside the left. Major moves to the left. Brosmer going to throw. Pumps once, now rolls to his right to buy time. Chase coming. Throws it into the North Carolina bench as Caleb Cost was closing from the star back, was blitzing on the quarterback, and Brosmer has to throw it away. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was one of those short route combinations. All the receivers were within 15 yards of the line of scrimmage. Certainly trying to do what I talked about there in the open, giving Brosmer a chance to get comfortable with that short passing game that he excelled at New Hampshire.
Minnesota feels like they need to stay on schedule down in distance. That's obviously a goal for every team, but the Gophers offense, it was pure necessity last year on 2nd and 10. The handoff going to go to the right side. Out of the backfield, it's Daniel Jackson as they move the receiver back. Elijah Huzzy goes over and gives him a shove out of bounds after a gain of 3 to give Minnesota 3rd and 7 deep in their own territory.
Nice block by Nick Caller up the tight end to open up the edge for Jackson to get outside of the tackle box, pick up a few yards there on that 2nd down run.
Gophers 103rd in the country on 3rd down last year, 35%. North Carolina, their defense just under 39% when it comes to allowing conversions. Man in motion, Daniel Jackson to the near side. Jordan Newman, the tailback in. North Carolina shows blitz. They thought the left tackle jumped a little bit. Desmond Evans, lots of pointing, no call on 3rd and 7. Brosmer back, standing, moving his feet, throwing high over the middle, incomplete, intended for Jamison Gears. It was well over his head. Brosmer looked like he might have been a little uncomfortable back there, maybe some jitters in his first game with the Gophers.
His back foot slipped as he was just about to release that football, so it was more of a footing issue. Now, remember, it was a flood here about an hour and a half ago.
It was.
So it's dry right now, but I imagine that field turf is still holding some of that water. He tried to plant that foot into the ground. It slipped. That's what caused that high pass.
Mark Crawford, the Australian punter, a 5th-year senior from Perth, Australia, standing at his own 13-yard line. He'll kick it away to Elijah Huzzy from North Carolina, standing in the end zone, towards the end zone to the left. Huzzy takes the side-footed kick at the 25, has a seam up the middle, cuts to the left along the numbers on the outside. A penalty flag down. Back at the original line of scrimmage, he'll return it to the 45, where North Carolina will at least be scheduled to start the possession after the 15-yard return after the 49-yard punt. But we'll get the call from Mark Knippel in just a moment.
Illegal formation, kicking team. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. 1st and 10, North Carolina.
Well, if you're North Carolina, you can't get a much better start to this game. You force a 3 and out, you get a good punt return, and you get 5 yards added on for the penalties. So they'll start their first drive of the 2024 season 1 yard from entering Minnesota territory. They'll start it on the left hash, moving left to right at their own 49. And indeed, it's Max Johnson, the graduate student, played at LSU, played at Texas A&M for 2 seasons. Now here with Omarion Hampton behind him. Motion man McCollum, they give it on the play action to Hampton to the near side, and he'll be there for the tackle by Aiden Gooseby. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for North Carolina.
A little bit of a draw kind of feel to that play, allowing those defensive ends to get upfield when Hampton kind of run underneath them, picked up a few yards there. Again, I expect them to rely on Omarion Hampton early while Max Johnson gets comfortable wearing his Tar Heels uniform.
That moved him into Gopher territory to the 48. Johnson throwing on 2nd down, swing pass left, throwing to the far side. Cody Lindenberg couldn't get the tackle, nearly brought him down for a loss of 2. Hampton squirts free and gets out to the 45 of the Gophers, picks up 2. Maverick Baranowski, maybe the best name in college football as a linebacker, can't get any better, gets the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 for North Carolina.
Another one of those plays to get Max Johnson comfortable, almost an extended handoff there to Omarion Hampton. It's a quick flare route out of the backfield. Didn't have to read anything downfield, just get him comfortable releasing that football out of his hand.
Carolina needs to gain the 41 of the Gophers. 48% on 3rd down last year, but that was with Drake May. Max Johnson out of the shotgun, trips receivers left, looks left, throws left, and it is complete along the far boundary to J.J. Jones. He hauls it in. 1 foot down in college is enough. Knocked out of bounds, gain of 9. 1st down, North Carolina.
Minnesota secondary is really playing incredibly soft on J.J. Jones. The linebacker didn't get enough depth underneath him. Made for an easy pitch and catch for Johnson and Jones to pick up the 1st down.
Nate McCollum last year for Carolina, career highs, 15 catches, 165 yards against the Gophers. And now the Gophers going to call timeout. But I think the Gophers leading up said they were most worried about the speed of J.J. Jones, and they showed it there. We're taking a look at that previous play. The score, Minnesota and North Carolina, no score, but the Tar Heels, at least at the moment, look like they have a 1st down. We'll take a break. This is NCAA football on Compass Media Networks.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes, but one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
New era now. Head coach Derek Mason leads MTSU football as they kick off the 2024 season August 31st against Tennessee Tech. Secure your seats inside Floyd Stadium and enjoy the field-level Blue Raider beer garden, family fun zone, and a variety of food trucks. Head to GoBlueRaiders.com/tickets. Let's go Blue!
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi there. I need a great connection to stream my favorite shows and movies.
Okay.
Is there a way I can get that and save money too?
We wondered the same thing. So we put our engineer brains together to give you the best of both worlds with Xfinity Internet Plus Stream Saver. You get Apple TV Plus, Netflix, and Peacock all for one low price.
Oh, so I can keep up with my coworker who spoils every show before I can watch it?
Exactly. And hey, you might even pass them.
Oh, Donna, it is so on.
Now through September 22nd, get 150 megabit Xfinity Internet for $30 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And Wi-Fi equipment included. Plus, add Stream Saver for just $15 a month. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires payable as on auto pay or stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $71 a month. Actual speeds vary. Stream Saver requires Xfinity Internet or TV and price subject to change.
Hi, Gilbert Guitars General Manager here at Beeman Toyota. Our biggest sale of the season is happening this weekend. Join us this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday for our Labor Day weekend extravaganza. We have over 375 new Toyotas to choose from, where we're offering $1 over invoice on popular new Toyotas. We'll be giving away prizes every hour. This Labor Day weekend only, shop BeemanToyota.com. Bigger selection, better price, Beeman Toyota. Jason Big Joe, weekdays at 9 on 102.5 and 106.3 The Game.
By the Gophers, with an easy pitch and catch between Johnson and Jones. And as you pointed out during the play, Jones got that 1 foot down. That's all you need in college football.
Right. They're not taking long to get the ball out of Max Johnson's hands. The knocks on him as a starter, the reason he's lost starting jobs. Doesn't always do great under pressure as they hand it off to the left side. No, play action. Johnson rolled out with a naked boot and then ran into the teeth of the Gopher defense, had to reverse field back to the far side and dump it to the Carolina sidelines. When he rolled out, Danny Strigo was waiting for him. And fortunate to throw it away and live to play another day.
Really nice job by the secondary of the Gophers. No place for Max Johnson to go with that football. All the receivers were very tightly covered. Good job by the edges of that Gophers front, keeping Max Johnson in the pocket and under pressure.
Gophers think keys to their season may be those edges. Danny Strigo and Jaw Joyner on each end of the defensive line. 2nd and 10 for Carolina. Hand off to Hampton, right up the gut. Lowers the pads and runs through the tackle of Cody Lindenberg. Picks up 4 more yards after Lindenberg met him right at the line of scrimmage for a total gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd down and about 4.5.
Yeah, nice fill by Lindenberg, but could not corral the big pony stallion running in the middle of it.
Carolina hurries it up, hands it off to Hampton, and Hampton could be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 4th down. A big defensive stop for Minnesota. Carolina thought they could catch him off guard. They did not, Chad Brown.
Yeah, Strigo on that tackle as well. Good penetration into the backfield. Now, let's not forget last year, Carolina had their way in the passing game against this Minnesota defense. But the Minnesota defense held them only 2.8 yards per rush. So the Minnesota defense has something to build up on the last year's game, trying to pick up what they left off here tonight.
4th down, Carolina will go for it. 4th and a long 3. Trips right. Johnson throwing left. Ball was tipped. J.J. Jones. He caught the ball, but out of bounds, and it'll turn over on downs back to the Gophers. A key defensive stand by Minnesota. Bend but don't break, and the Gophers get it back for their offense. So that is a huge stop for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The score, no score so far. More action from the Twin Cities on the way when we come back. Tim Cates will have a scoreboard update. There's a lot of good stuff happening in college football on this Thursday. You're listening to Compass Media Networks, your home for NCAA football.
Paramount Plus is once again your home to stream the NFL on CBS. Follow all the action and stream your live local NFL on CBS game every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship. Sign up, sign in, and start streaming Paramount Plus today.
Milo's Rewards members, it's Labor Day and doorbuster deals are waiting for you. Take advantage of holiday prices and save $1,500 on a Hisense smart French door refrigerator to create your dream kitchen. Plus, save $100 on a 10-foot animatronic skeleton because Halloween is right around the corner. Not a member? Join for free today to get these savings and more. Valid through 9/2. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Fall's coming, and you have a lot to prepare for. Back to school, family gatherings, and staying on top of your health. The virus that causes COVID-19 continues to evolve, so this fall make a plan for COVID-19 vaccination. Ask your doctor to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Tim Cates from the Windy Studios with a check of the college football scoreboard on this Thursday night. 3.5 minutes to go. First half in Columbia, Missouri. Number 11, Missouri, blowing out Murray State 28-0. Brady Cook, 10-17, passing 111 yards and a touchdown. They're at the half in Raleigh. Number 24, NC State, all tied up 14-14. With Western Carolina, something we're keeping an eye on in that one. They got 7 minutes to go. First half, number 22, Kansas, out in front of Lindenwood, 27-0. Number 12, Utah, underway against Southern Utah, no score first quarter. And keeping an eye on Boulder, 3 minutes to go. First half, Colorado trails North Dakota State, 20-0. to 14. Let's go back out of Minneapolis. Greg, Chad, guys.
Thank you, Tim. First week of the season, first games of the season, always a little squirrely. When Tim was talking about the Catamounts with an early lead and upset alert, I thought you were talking March Madness for a moment. That's usually when we see them 0-6 all time against NC State. Here it's 0-0 between the Gophers and the Tar Heels. Minnesota went 3 and out and then looked like they were giving up some ground to North Carolina. In fact, they were, but eventually got a stop on 4th and 3, turned the ball back over, and now the Gophers will start over 1st and 10 at their own 31. Ball on the right hash. Max Brosmer, 0 for 2 so far. One rush by Daniel Jackson. Picked up 3 yards. Here's Brosmer. Handoff going to go to Marcus Major. Good cut as he goes left, and the hole opens back to his right. Cuts back against the green and picks up 7 yards. All the way out just shy of the 40 before the Carolina Tar Heels could stop him.
Well, the guy I talked about, Amari Campbell, in the middle of that North Carolina defense, misread where Majors was going, got tangled up on the block, allowed that big run to happen. So I guess my days as an NFL scout may be numbered based on my evaluation there.
Will Hardy came up to make the tackle. I'm sure you get more than one play to scout, though, right?
This is true.
Shotgun formation, Brosmer has Major on his left, 2 receivers to the near side, tight end in motion to the far side. Delayed handoff on the read option to Major, and by the time he had it in his belly, 2 Carolina defenders were right on top of him. Power Eccles and Kamen Rucker along with Amari Campbell all in there. Pickup of nothing on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Good play thought, good play design, a little bit one of those draw kind of plays, allowing those defensive ends to get upfield and to run underneath them. But the execution between the snap and the quarterback running back exchange was so slow, those defensive ends were able to make the play in the backfield.
Jordan Newman into the backfield. He's been in on 3rd down, the previous 3rd down, 0 for 1 today. Daniel Jackson in motion to the far side. Kristen Driver in the slot left. Elijah Spencer far to the left, throwing out of the backfield to Newman. Newman hit on the catch by Elijah Huzzy immediately, and it will be incomplete, or maybe they give him a yard. I can't tell. Did he drop it?
I believe he caught that ball.
But they spotted it at the exact spot. The Carolina players are saying it was a drop. Either way, the punt team coming on for the Gophers. Elijah Huzzy drops back to receive, and Mark Crawford will kick it away from a little better field position than he had last time.
Neither coach willing to let their quarterbacks go through their progressions. All the routes are designed to go to one guy so far early in this game. I think we're trying to get those quarterbacks comfortable so far. We get to see that happen.
Crawford takes the snap, line drive, bouncing down the left side. Going to take a Gopher roll inside the 10, inside the 5, still rolling along the near boundary, all the way down to about the 2-yard line with only Gophers around it. And North Carolina started their first drive at their own 49. This time they're going to start in the shadow of the Giants scoreboard on the west end of the field. The score, Minnesota 0, North Carolina 0. After the 58-yard punt, the Tar Heels will have their second possession here from the Twin Cities. You're listening to Compass Media Networks, your home for NCAA football.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Using the Labor Day weekend to get some work done? We got you. Stop by any store to save on oil, fuel system cleaner, wipers, and more. Looking for an end of summer wash? We've got deals for that too. Don't want to leave the garage? Get same-day delivery on AutoZone.com. Do Labor Day your way by getting something done at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you get the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
I'm convinced I have the best Labor Day setup. A cold drink in one hand and my phone in the other while I shop Kohl's Labor Day sale. They have seriously great deals to refresh your home. $10 off if you spend $25 or more. $5 sales cash for every $25 spent. And up to 85% off into summer clearance phase. Yep, I can always count on Kohl's to keep it real with the best savings. And now it's time for a refill. Select styles. Offers end September 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome back to the Twin Cities, North Carolina and Minnesota. No score so far. Hope you took the under. 9:08 to go in the first quarter alongside Chad Brown. I'm Greg Daniels. And Chad, you mentioned it. Both these teams coming in with a new quarterback. And both of these offensive coordinators keeping everything pretty close to the vest right now as far as the offensive play calling.
They are. Almost all these passing plays have been designed to go to one receiver. The quarterback's not asked to go through his progressions or scan the field. He's literally going to get the snap and throw the ball to one guy. So not putting a lot of pressure on the defense. Safeties aren't being forced to deal with deep passes or crossing routes or anything like that. At some point, who's going to be the coordinator who kind of lifts the restrictions off their quarterback and allows them to either go out there and win this thing or fail and cause their team to lose?
Early on, Chad, what did you think of North Carolina's offensive line play? We talked a lot in the pregame about how they lost 4 or 5 guys. What did you think on the first couple possessions?
I thought that first drive, they got the first down. They ran the ball, had a quick pass in there, had some successful plays, but then when they went to that the 4 downs where they gave the ball out of downs, the second and third down plays, they got stuck in the run game. So it looks like the Gophers were able to adjust after that early success from the Tar Heels, and I would expect that to continue to be the case for the rest of this ball game.
Tar Heels sent 2 receivers, Jones and McCollum wide left. They'll start at their own 3 out of the pistol. Hand off to Hampton. Hampton right up the middle. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Jack Henderson, the nickel back up to meet him in the hole. It'll be a gain of 2 out to about the 5-yard line, and that's where Carolina will have 2nd and 8.
If you're Corey Heatherman, a defensive coordinator from Minnesota, I would continue to stack the box until they make me pay by having Max Johnson drop back into the pocket and throw a ball downfield. It hasn't been the case just yet.
He's not known for his arm strength, but he's a good short to intermediate passer. Motion man now. Johnson going to roll out to the left as they roll the pocket. He's going to try to keep it, and as he plans to turn the corner, his footing gives way. He slips just past the 5-yard line, untouched, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. They'll mark him at no gain.
Now, I think this wet field had something to do with Max Johnson going down, but it was Corey Lindenberg who had a beat on him as well. So I think he was looking at that possibility, trying to change direction.
Carolina going to go no huddle. Johnson out of the shotgun has Hampton on his left. On 3rd and 8, deep in their own territory. Ball at the 5. They need to gain the 13. Play clock down to 8. Pretty good noise as the stadium closer to full. Johnson throwing. Far side, nearly picked off in the hands of Zaquan Bryant, who couldn't hang on to it. The receiver, Nate McCollum, fell down, and Max Johnson is lucky that wasn't 6 for the Gophers.
Yeah, the receiver fell down again. This field still, I think, wet underneath. They may evaluate their footwear choices there. But Max Johnson, again, not going through his progressions, not scanning the field, knows where he wants to go with the football. Ball's even snapped. Didn't see his receiver go down. Almost ended up costing his team some serious points there and doing some serious damage.
Tom McGinnis, another Australian punter, will send it away. He was inconsistent taking over last year. Quentin Reddick stands up at 50 for the Gophers. They nearly get to McGinnis, who sends a low line drive, takes a Carolina bounce